Arnab Goswami on the debate at 10. Powered by Reva University, Quick Heal, Secure Right, Green Lamb Laminates, PolicyBazaar.com and Cucina, co-powered by Mankind Pharma.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Colonel Manpreet Singh contributed for 17 years in uniform before taking a bullet for India in Anantnag. He was just completing his tenure with the Rashtriya Rifles in about 4 months, post which he would probably have been transferred to another station. He's survived by a 6-year-old son and a 2-year-old daughter. Colonel Manpreet Singh's brother is saying that he spoke to his brother that morning around 6:45 a.m. He had only a brief chat because his brother was busy and he was to call him back that evening. That evening never came, ladies and gentlemen. Major Dhonchak was conferred the Sena Medal just this year, and he's survived by a 2-year-old daughter, a wife and 3 sisters, who he was the world for. His first cousin brother is also in the army. He was to move into his new family home next month, and he said he would be back in October for the move when he came last. That October never came, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen, Father Ghulam Jasan Bhatt is a retired police officer who led the wreath-laying ceremony for his own son, Deputy SP J&K Police Humayun Bhatt. And as that father walked, all of India could sense the heaviness of his feet, the pride in his paws, and what he felt in his heart as he laid that wreath. Ladies and gentlemen, when those sons take the bullet for you and me, for a purpose that keeps our freedoms intact, our sovereignty intact, our own children safe in the comforts of our homes in front of our TV sets, there's only gratitude, deep gratitude, ladies and gentlemen. There's only a feeling that there is a purpose so high for the nation that none of it matters apart from it. And as you see these coffins go back home, sisters broken, wives consoling their just bonds, fathers crisscrossed between emotion and pride, there is a vow that we owe as Indians to these families when we salute the martyrdom of the Anantnag encounter. We owe a promise as Indians first to not sully these moments with the cacophony that people from these Indie alliance do, like Farooq Abdullah, of talking to Pakistan. These dotted alliance leaders are crossing the limit, ladies and gentlemen. This is too much. We must, as Indians, first shut down this entire lobby of politicians who have only profiteered from Pakistan's agenda on our soil for decades, generations now, who have no respect for the larger purpose of nationhood or nationalism or respect to the families, if nothing else than respect, to justify the blood of their own flowing for the sake of the sovereignty of this great nation. What does Farooq Abdullah ever know? For Farooq Abdullah is also a dynast. What does Farooq Abdullah know about solutions to Kashmir when he was the biggest backer of the separatists himself? What do they know? What will Mehbooba Mufti ever know about the solution of Kashmir when she can't stop singing endless praise for Pakistani-sponsored terrorists through time? I am saying tonight to this India alliance, end it. Stop it once and for all. Get the loyalty pledge to the nation. There is a wave of nationalism in the country. Unite against the cacophony. People are watching. It is the least we owe to our armed forces, who as we speak still have an operation on. Are you hearing me, Farooq Abdullah? Just keep quiet if nothing else. Ladies and gentlemen, we must debate.
Retired DIG of Jammu and Kashmir Police, Ghulam Hassan Bhatt, walked solemnly towards the coffin of Deputy Superintendent of J&K Police, Humayun Muzammil Bhatt. The composure masking the insurmountable grief for the loss of his only son, who laid down his life fighting terrorists. In Mohali, the family of Colonel Manpreet Singh is coming to terms with their loss. Commanding officer of 19 Rashtriya Rifles and father to a 2-year-old daughter and 6-year-old son, he died in the line of fire in Anantnag.
भाई हम इस टाइम इतने बहुत ज़्यादा दुखी।
कब आपको पता चला है सर?
कल शाम को चला।
तो जो उनकी धर्मपत्नी है वो भी है?
मेरी बेटी है।
और सर
ये उनकी लड़की है। एक इनसे बड़ा बेटा है 6 साल का।
In Panipat, Major Ashish Tonchak's family was awaiting his visit home in October. Now he returns home wrapped in a tricolor.
पहले तो यही था कि भाई ऐसे ऐसे कोई ऑपरेशन है, उसमें न्यूज़ के थ्रू। बाकी मेरा बेटा आर्मी में, उसने बताया फ़ोन करके। मैं अकेला लड़का है, मेरे भाई का है। 3 बहनें हैं इसकी। एक इसकी लड़की है 2.5 साल की। अभी आए थे थोड़े दिन पहले, 1-1.5 महीना पहले आए थे। तो और अभी आने थे, अक्टूबर में छुट्टी आनी थी।
Our forces are resolute in crushing Pakistan terror in the valley.
Fresh firing has just started, the explosive being used by the army as well as Jammu and Kashmir police to see that if at all there comes a retaliation from the terrorists. But as of now, the retaliation has not taken place, and this is the very hillock that my VJ Mubashir is showing you. This is the exact patch of operation where this entire thing all started. Since yesterday we are hearing the operation is continuing. This is the very hillock where the terrorists are trapped.
But National Conference Chief Farooq Abdullah is batting for talks with the enemy.
मैं आपको ये बता दूं, लड़ाई से कोई मसला हल ना हुआ है। 4 जंगें पाकिस्तान ने की हैं। बॉर्डर वहीं पे खड़ा है। बातचीत के बगैर कोई रास्ता नहीं है। हमें दोनों मुल्कों को वो घमंड छोड़ देना चाहिए और टेबल पे आके बात करनी चाहिए।
By demanding talks with Pakistan, is Farooq casting aspersions on our armed forces? The army has been given free hand, and they are determined to wipe out terror. Let's debate.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am joined by General G.D. Bakshi, Meghna Girish, Major Akshay Girish's proud mother, by Colonel Shailendra Singh, very respected defense expert, by vocal activist Amit Raina, and on the other side, Congress Party's Abid Mir Magami, Adil Nazir Khan, Ahmad Ayaz, both political analysts, and Irfaz Hafiz Lone. I would first go by precedence of experience, Meghna ji, with your permission, to General G.D. Bakshi. General Bakshi, I am sick and tired of Farooq Abdullah's nonsense. I will put my words very clearly. He has spoken against national interests too many times. But when there are some times when even people like Farooq Abdullah should keep their mouths shut. Saurabh Shukla is also in the debate, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, Editor-in-Chief of News Mobile. Now, Farooq Abdullah says this destruction has been going on for a long time. I don't see the end of this. What is this destruction? What does he mean, destruction? Why trivialize the sacrifice of our brave hearts by using this language, destruction? These brave personnel are fighting for the country and gave up their lives for the country. They were not carrying out destruction. This is a time to salute them. But he is disrespecting the contribution of our martyrs. Colonel Manpreet Singh gave 17 years in uniform. He took a bullet for the country. He has a 2-year-old daughter, 6-year-old son. And the India alliance is quiet about it. So I just want to start by getting General G.D. Bakshi's response on this abominable language used by Farooq Abdullah, a leading member of the India alliance.
Arnab, at the outset, I would like to salute the 4 brave hearts. Colonel Manpreet, Major Ashish, the Deputy Superintendent of Police Humayun, and also Rifleman Ravi Kumar. You know, I do wish our political leaders would display greater sensitivity in the face of death. Keep your mock sympathy to yourself. We will deal with our own pain. We don't need you. We just need you to stay quiet in the face of death. We just want you to keep quiet in the face of the suffering of a family that has lost its breadwinner. Because you don't know what it means, Mr. Abdullah. We do. I do. I lost my brother. Can you give us the decency of holding your silence, of holding your tongue in the face of supreme sacrifice? Is that too much to ask? Yes, I'm very happy, Arnab, that the tradition of leading from the front continues. That is why we've lost a colonel. That is why we've lost a major and a deputy superintendent of police. Because they were leading from the front. Yes, we have paid a price. But, Arnab, we will not flinch from paying this price. Keep your mock sympathy to yourself. We don't want it. We can deal with our own pain. We can comfort our own. You are not our own. You are not. We couldn't be more poles apart, Arnab. Arnab, what they are asking you is not peace talks. Have peace talks not been tried? Has Prime Minister after Prime Minister after Prime Minister not staked his political career, including the present Prime Minister, to have peace talks with Pakistan? What have we got? Arnab, we've been kicked in our teeth. Arnab, we've been stabbed in our back. You know, Arnab, Einstein said that if you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again and expect different results, it is a sign of insanity. We've tried enough to have peace with Pakistan. Arnab, a furniture state which is on the brink of economic collapse. And yet this state, the ISI and the army, persist in needling us. They're asking for it, Arnab. And by God, we'll give it to them. By God, we'll give it to them. Because there is something called enough is enough. You know, it hurts to see our boys dying like this. Arnab, it is time to hit across the border. It is time to raise costs for Pakistan. It is time for Pakistan to feel the pain. You know, we did it in the surgical strike. We did it in that Balakot air strike. 2-3 years we had relative peace. But then I'm sorry, we have the Prithvi Raj syndrome. Are jaane do, bhagne do. And he comes back again to wound you. Again and again. Arnab, we've got to finish it. We know what is happening in Gilgit-Baltistan. I think this drama has gone on long enough. What do you want us to do? What talks do you want? Doha talks? To get the hell out of Kabul? You want to see us flying out of Srinagar? Over our dead bodies. The flight will be to the other side. Arnab, mark my words. I think this nation has taken enough on the chin. Enough on the chin. And I again I again emphasize, please tell them to keep their mock sympathy to themselves. Devastation of the Indian army. We have devastated the foes of this country, and so help us God, we'll do it again and again and again. But we don't need your mock sympathy. We just need you to keep quiet. Is that too much to ask? Arnab, I ask you, is that too much?
Absolutely not, General Bakshi. Absolutely not, General Bakshi. But I think it is now time for the people of this country to decide what kind of leadership we want this country to have. Can you have a political alliance that keeps absolutely quiet while one of its so-called prominent leaders says we must eliminate Hinduism, and another prominent leader says that we must reach out to Pakistan even before the bodies of the martyrs have reached their homes? What is this alliance? What is their vision for the country? Is silence their vision? Or is their vision that we shall adjust with each other to a point where the sovereignty of the country will be happily compromised? As long as you reach out to some constituency here and some constituency there. Ladies and gentlemen, I actually want to say something. I don't think Farooq Abdullah actually considers himself an Indian. I don't think so. Because this man, this shameless man, after 370 was abrogated, said, Ahmad Ayaz, I wonder, he said, if we will ever find someone who calls himself an Indian today. These were his words. Amit Raina, these were Farooq Abdullah's words. This man has profited from India. His house is given by India. His security is Indian. He lives off money. He has corruption cases against him. And he has said, Amit Raina, I wonder if he'll find somebody who calls himself an Indian and he's always pro-China, pro-Pakistan. Enough, Amit. I can't put up with this anymore. It hurts me today because the bodies have not reached home and he's done this.
The party which believes that Maqbool Bhatt, the terrorist Maqbool Bhatt, is a martyr, will never ever believe that soldiers of this country are martyrs. That's their biggest problem. Every time Pakistan does a terror attack in Jammu and Kashmir, these overground workers, the two political parties, PDP as well as National Conference, get up and start speaking the Pakistan language. Ki Pakistan se baat karo, Kashmir samasya, Pakistan se baat karo. They are nothing more than the sleeper cells or the overground workers of Pakistan in Jammu and Kashmir. Last week itself, I exposed Akbar Lone, their party MP from North Kashmir, in Supreme Court. When I showed to Supreme Court that he keeps on chanting Pakistan Zindabad, Pakistan Zindabad, and Supreme Court had to ask him to give an affidavit.
And well done for that.
To this country. Yes, and that is the true face of National Conference. That is exactly the true face of National Conference. They are the biggest traitors. They did not even have a word about condemnation. They did not condemn Pakistan for the terror attacks, for the cowardly attacks that Pakistan has been doing. But they want India to speak to Pakistan. For 70 years, we have tried multiple talk diplomacy with Pakistan. Indus Water Treaty, what did we get? 65 war. Then we went and did cricket diplomacy. Then we did Shimla diplomacy. We released 90,000 of theirs, and what did we happen? We had Zulfikar Bhutto saying that we will cut India into pieces. The thousand cut strategy came into play. Then we went and did cricket diplomacy, and we had problems in Punjab and Kashmir. Then we went and did bus diplomacy, and we had Kargil. Then we did biryani diplomacy, and we had Pathankot happening. And they want us to talk to that Pakistan, which is responsible for killing of thousands of Kashmiris, innocent Kashmiris. More than 1,800 Jammu Kashmir police personnel have died. He has no word of sympathy for those martyrs, but he has all the words of sympathy.
Take back Farooq's security. I say the man doesn't deserve government security. He doesn't deserve government security. He doesn't deserve to get security paid for by you and me, Amit.
Yes, his security should be withdrawn.
He doesn't deserve it. No, I'm sorry.
Let Pakistan provide him security.
His perks should be given up. He should get no support from the government. He does not deserve 1 ounce anymore of support. Neither does he or his son or anyone from his party. You see, they gladly take from us.
No, what
they take from us, Amit.
No, Arnab,
and then they say this. No, Ahmad Ayaz.
Yes.
Ahmad Ayaz, I'll tell you. Ahmad Ayaz, let me tell you one thing. Infiltration is down by 90%. Who is to be given the credit? The Indian Army. You tell Farooq Abdullah to be more grateful to the forces. He's an ungrateful man.
No.
Law and order events have been reduced by 97%. You are sitting there peacefully because of what the Indian Army is doing. At least I'm asking you, Ahmad Ayaz, is there something called being grateful? To feel gratitude? To what sacrifice has he made? For the country.
Arnab, you see
I'm asking you, what sacrifice has Farooq Abdullah made?
Arnab, it is very...
What sacrifice has he made for the country?
Arnab, what has happened
what is his contribution to the country?
What has happened yesterday at Kokernag is...
What is his contribution
really
to the country?
It is really very saddening. No, what has happened yesterday at the Kokernag is really saddening. But the point is, there is hardly anyone who would not like that the Kashmir does not get normalized, and everybody would like to see that Kashmir is normalized, and it needs. And when you mean to normalize Kashmir, because we are losing people, particularly the Kashmir is at stake. Kashmir is at the receiving end.
No, I think Ahmad Ayaz, 1 minute. Ahmad Ayaz, can I counter you once? Can I counter you once? Mr. Ayaz, can I counter you once? Can I counter you once, sir? Can I counter you once, sir? Will you please listen to me? We can all make speeches, but I want to ask you a question.
Yes.
I am saying that I think our army, our security forces are doing a great job, and I think you should be grateful for it. Do you think it's automatic that law and order events have been reduced by 97%? Infiltration is down by 90%?
No, Arnab, there is the whole point is there only.
Instances
Arnab,
of violence
there is
have
the
come
whole
down by
point that
45%.
everything has been left the army from 1990.
No.
And they have been trying without any laxity. They have been trying right from 90.
Ahmad Ayaz, is tourism not up in Kashmir?
No,
speak the truth, Mr. Ayaz, don't lie to me. Is tourism not up in Kashmir? Is tourism not up in Kashmir? Is Kashmir not moving back to normalcy? I am asking you, Mr. Ayaz. Mr. Ayaz, listen to me. Mr. Ayaz, I'm sorry, Mr. Ayaz. Mr. Ayaz, listen to me. Mr. Ayaz, which side are you on? Which side are you on? I'm saying you will take the benefits of peace. You will take the benefits of peace, Mr. Ayaz,
security option we have been utilizing. We have seen the security option.
Mr. Ayaz,
and security has been continuing right from 1990.
I'm being very patient.
Things are not normalizing.
Sir, I request you, please listen to me. You're a senior man.
To be done is possibly it would need to see other possibilities. It would need to see other possibilities to normalize Kashmir. Because security forces have done their job. They have been working without any laxity right from 90 to till now. Nobody denies that. But the question is, still things are not normalizing. Then something different needs to be thought about. Possibly it could be talks also.
Are you willing to listen or not? Are you willing to listen or not? Have you all made up your mind?
No,
you see, Mr. Ayaz, I'll tell you.
I listened and that's why I replied.
Mr. Ayaz, listen to me. I don't want to shout at you. You're a very senior man, but if required, I will shout. But I don't want to shout. So my question to you is, please understand. And don't interrupt me. See, people like you and Farooq Abdullah, you enjoy the peace. You enjoy the tourism. You enjoy the improvement of the economy. You enjoy the roads. You enjoy the infrastructure. You enjoy the sense of security. You enjoy the fact that infiltration is down. Law and order events are not happening. Bombing has come down, right? Number of stone pelting incidents is down to 0, you know. Stone pelting is down to 0 in 2023. And you know why, Mr. Ayaz? Because these damn anti-nationals are afraid. They are cowards. They have to be treated with a stick. We don't compromise with them. But people like you wait for one incident. Colonel Shailendra Singh Meghna ji, I'll just come to you. You wait for one incident where during a counter-insurgency operation by Rashtriya Rifles, soldiers are
wrong,
martyred,
Arnab.
and you say talk to Pakistan.
To say that
I'm sorry,
you wait for an
you must be
incident.
weak. I'm not weak.
Who would like to
you
see
must
that
be weak. My country is not weak. You must be weak. My army is not weak.
No.
Sir, please.
No, how do you
please
say
understand,
that
we will break Pakistan, not talk to them.
Do you think there would be anybody?
Sir, we will break Pakistan, not talk to them.
Incidents happen,
we have broken them once. We are about to break them again. We won't talk to them. No, you please don't give your crocodile tears here on my program.
Nobody.
Who's getting 1 minute? I know that we have had martyrs.
No, I say when you say that people are waiting for the incident to happen. No, nobody is interested.
You know the strength.
Nobody will like to see people getting killed.
Emma Diaz. You know Meghna Girish, who is on my program, is a quiet lady of great stature and strength. She represents our strength. She's lost her son and she comes with strength. You should be afraid of the kind of strength that citizens of India like Meghna Girish, who is listening today to your rubbish after having lost her own son, she will respond to you. Colonel Shailendra Singh, I'll let Meghna ji speak first and then I'll come to you, sir. You're hearing this conversation. Meghna Girish, I just want to know your thoughts. I have no question. I want to know your thoughts.
Arnab, thank you for having me. And you know, I'm not a politician. I don't get into politics, but I have been visiting Kashmir since the time that I was a child. And under you know, whatever leadership that Kashmir has had until abrogation, nothing good has happened for Kashmiris. And they have never considered themselves like, you know, taken all the benefits of this country, but never considered this country as theirs. And when we talk about like Farooq Abdullah, I know that it was under his and his son's leadership that they had these weird schemes where a soldier from Jammu and Kashmir, being his home state, if he was killed in action outside of Jammu and Kashmir, anywhere else, you know, due to terrorism or militancy or whatever, or in war outside, he was not even given any benefits from the state. But a terrorist who was from Jammu and Kashmir and decided after doing everything that he wanted to, after blowing up, etc., going across the border, getting trained, and then coming back in, and then suddenly pretends that he wants to become a good guy. They had special schemes for such terrorists, you know, rehabilitation, money, jobs, help for his family, etc., etc. So when such people say talk, I mean, talks have been done to death. It's just awful to listen to this kind of ideas or stupid ideas, I would say, because Pakistan has realized after all these wars that they cannot fight India militarily. So they use all these devious ways of supporting cross-border terrorism, radicalization, and all of this. And our brave soldiers are out there at the prime of their lives and their youth, the bravest, brightest, most committed to protecting the freedom of our country. They have to go out and deal with these groups hiding here and there and suicidal men who just want to blow themselves up and take our soldiers along with them if they can, or even civilians for that matter. So who do you talk to? We shouldn't be talking. If anything, I would say Pakistan there should be global condemnation and global isolation. There is nothing left to talk to Pakistan after 75 years. And definitely nothing that has been, nothing good that has been contributed by the past leadership who've been soft on terror and soft on separatism. In fact, they've supported separatism. All this, I have gone again
Meghna ji,
in the last few years.
There is an agenda.
Is loved there.
There is an agenda, Meghna ji. No. See, Farooq Abdullah is a known opportunist. I'll tell you why he's an opportunist, and then I'll get a response. He's a complete opportunist. He takes whatever benefits of trying to be in power, his security, his house in the past, everything paid for by Indian taxpayers. He abuses us. His security is paid for by us, but he, for the sake of politics, gets the support of the Jamaat-e-Islami. My question is the Jamaat-e-Islami not the terror ideologue of the Hizbul Mujahideen? Did he not, Farooq, not take their support before the 2017 elections? Irfan Lone? Is that okay? You will take the support of people who are supporting terrorists or hand in league with terrorists?
Arnab,
and then you want to
Mr.
be a
Arnab,
minister in a central government? No. I am asking you,
Arnab,
have I said anything wrong?
no, you are always a superman. You always speak, you know, whatever you say that should be taken as a gospel truth because you're a superman. You can never be wrong.
I'm not a superman. Have I said anything factually wrong?
Everything. Let me correct you. If you have guts, let me correct you. National Conference, I have an ideological difference maybe with them, but National Conference lost thousands, hundreds of workers to bullets. And second thing is India is a functional democracy and talking leads to resolution. And democracy doesn't mean only elections, it's beyond that. And this dialogue, institution of dialogue,
Pakistan wants us to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. I need to interject here.
From democracy.
You cannot be misleading the nation.
So dialogue
you cannot be misleading the nation by your colored vendetta.
Even if there's a war or ultimately dialogue leads to resolution.
Dialogue leads by advocating the Pakistan agenda from Pakistan, you are demeaning these brave hearts. The nation salutes their valor and sacrifice, and it will not go away. This is the new India. This will show to Pakistan what this means. Hit out at Indian brave hearts. You will see the response. It has to be a decisive response. I agree. But people like you are Pakistan apologists who are doing disservice to this great nation. And India will fight it out. Fight people like you who are doing this. India should not be talking to Pakistan. This is a new India. It will show to them what it means to kill India's brave hearts. And that's what we should be doing. It's time for the government. We have done a surgical strike. It has to be a decisive strike. This is something, Arnab, allow me a minute. This has to be a combination of not only a military operation, it has to be something to isolate Pakistan, make sure that you let them pay. They have to pay. We have to increase the cost. You should not let go of an enemy which is sitting next door and killing our brave hearts. And there are Pakistan apologists sitting in this country who are enjoying political patronage. They need to be called out.
That's why we say...
No, there are people like... the unfortunate fact is, Mr. Irfan Lone, Mr. Lone, I'll get Shailendra Singh on the program as well. The unfortunate thing is, and please don't mind it, I'm saying it with absolute seriousness. The unfortunate thing is there are people like you. The unfortunate thing is that there are people like you, Mr. Irfan Lone, right, who seem to be secretly happy whenever there is an incident of violence in which our soldiers are casualties or are martyred. You immediately start singing the Let's Talk to Pakistan tune, and you are disrespecting the army that is keeping you safe where you are sitting. Remember this, Mr. Lone, you are safe because of our army.
Rubbish allegation. This is ill-founded. This is baseless allegation, Mr. Arnab.
I am not making an allegation. I am making a statement of my own opinion and fact.
Shut up! How can you attribute this mortgage to me? I am myself victim of it. My father was assassinated. How can you say that I am secretly happy about it? I am worst victim of violence.
Because you are not speaking against Farooq, you are defending him.
You withdraw your words.
Because you are defending Farooq.
Don't attribute mortgage.
See, I would tell you, Mr. Lone, that I will not shut up because you tell me to shut up. I will ask you to have the guts to tell Farooq Abdullah to shut up, because Farooq Abdullah says there is a new generation which does not fear guns and which is striving to achieve freedom for our nation.
People to the bullets, and he lost his fellow citizens. That's why he's saying, come on, Let us exhaust all options, including
Don't twist
talking.
facts,
What
Mr.
is wrong
Lone.
in that?
If you have the courage, let me tell you the facts about Farooq Abdullah. Farooq Abdullah, listen to me, sir. I'm not shouting.
कश्मीर में शांति आ जाएगी. अरे अब सभा अभी भी है.
बहुत अच्छा हो गया, बहुत अच्छा हो गया, बहुत अच्छा हो गया. कश्मीर बदल चुका है. आपको चाहिए, आपकी कॉन्फ्लिक्ट की इंडस्ट्री बंद हो गई है. आपकी हिंसा की दुकान बंद हो गई है. आपको ये पीस टॉक्स में इनवाइट करने के लिए कोई नहीं है. आप विदेश जाके स्पीच नहीं दे पाएंगे अभी. Yeah, I'll tell you. Now just a point here. I will get Colonel Shailendra Singh to respond.
Source of prosperity.
And I'll tell you the funny thing, Colonel Shailendra Singh.
We are the worst.
Okay, I'm a bad man, yaar. I'm a nationalist. I'm a bad man. I'm a terrible man. But the people of the country believe in what I'm saying. Colonel Shailendra Singh. No, you are not a nationalist. You are not a nationalist.
ये गांधी जी का देश है.
You are not a nationalist.
समस्या का समाधान करेंगे.
You are not a nationalist.
किसी को आगे बढ़ाएंगे. इंसानियत, जमहूरियत, कश्मीरियत.
ये मेरी बात सुनिए जनाब. ये गांधी जी का देश है. ये सावरकर का भी देश है. सावरकर जी का भी देश है. और ये नेताजी का भी देश है. जीडी बख्शी जी बैठे हुए हैं. सबका नाम भी लीजिए, है ना. भारतवर्ष में बहुत महान पुरुष आए हैं. हाँ, सरदार पटेल का भी देश है. मैंने नहीं बोला गोडसे का, आप बोल रहे हैं. आपको ऑब्सेशन है. कर्नल शैलेंद्र सिंह जवाब देंगे. कर्नल शैलेंद्र सिंह, पाकिस्तान डज नॉट बिलीव इन पाकिस्तान, बट दे बिलीव इन पाकिस्तान. Pakistan is selling donkeys to China, but they want us to talk to Pakistan. Colonel Shailandra Singh.
शांति हो, हमारे लोग ना मरे. कल हमने देखा किस तरीके से हमारे नौजवान मारे गए. डीएसपी हुमायूं साहब को देखिए, 1 महीने का बच्चा है.
That's why आज आपका टोन चेंज कीजिए. Our soldiers have lost their lives. Please don't. Please.
We were helpless. We were unable to console
आप देखिए how the army hits back.
We should look this issue through the prism of humanity.
You see how the army hits back.
For God's sake,
you see how the army will hit back.
See the pain of these bereaved families.
Don't give you your crocodile tears after speaking what you said. Colonel Shailendra Singh.
These are crocodile tears.
I will give you a good point. I'll give you a Lone Saab.
You only know the pain. You only can realize the pain.
लोन साहब, अगर मैं शोर मचाने पर आ गया तो आप बोल नहीं पाएंगे. अगर मैं आपकी तरह शोर मचाने पर आ गया तो आप बोल नहीं पाएंगे. मैं ट्रेंड सोल्जर हूं. मैं ट्रेंड सोल्जर हूं. अब आप सुनिए, सुनने की भी रखिए. जितना आप बोल रहे हैं, जितना आप ट्रैश बोल रहे हैं, देन लर्न टू लिसन. यू हैव स्पोकन इनफ. नाउ प्लीज अलाउ, प्लीज हैव सम पेशेंस, हैव सम डिसेंसी. यू आर ऑन अ नेशनल नेटवर्क. Don't carry on. Then please keep quiet for a little while. मुझे ना अर्नब साहब बड़ा दुख होता है. फारूक अब्दुल्ला ने क्या बोला? Destroyed. Yes, if Farooq Abdullah's ambition on politics is getting destroyed, I think we should agree with him. It is getting destroyed, and nobody else is destroying it. He is destroying it. अयाज साहब को बड़ा प्रॉब्लम हो गया कि कश्मीरी सफर कर रहे हैं. अयाज साहब के मुंह से एक वर्ड नहीं निकला कि मैं फौजी भी उधर सफर कर रहा हूं. मैं आपसे ज्यादा सफर कर रहा हूं. We are suffering more so that your sufferings are less.
Correct.
And Ayaz Saab, you will feel very, very embarrassed if I ask you where are you staying. Then you will have a problem. You will get exposed. I am telling you very clearly. My third point is Lone Saab.
Why?
ये जो बात करने की बात है, we have had enough talk. There is no doubt about it. I will agree with you, talk is the solution. We tried it for 70 years, it didn't happen. Now we are talking little differently. We are talking where it is a one-way ticket for anybody coming from Pakistan. We are doing a talk when we do Balakot, when we do Uri. We are doing talk. We are doing Kargil, we are doing a talk.
Get the two from
this is now the best way of talk. And this is the talk in a language, which Pakistan understands. Please don't teach me. Don't teach me how to bring Kashmir to peace. It is more than peaceful. We had a G20 meet there. You all
You all suspected that G20 का meet वहाँ नहीं हो पाएगा. We did it successfully. You said that there will be nobody in Dal Lake. There were 2,300. There were 2,300 boats in that. You said nothing will happen in Srinagar. Lal Chowk was the matter of pride. It was a matter of pride.
Is this a matter?
For every Kashmiri, Lal Chowk became a pride. The way it was lit up. Don't teach us what is sacrifice.
I'm not teaching. I'm just putting facts to you. Kashmir is bleeding and Kashmir bleeds every day. And if anyone is
what are you trying to
that,
prove?
the politicians of both the countries are including
Did you have the decency?
You are playing.
Did you have the nationalistic attitude to at least put a small word for the people who have laid down their life? We are laying down our life for you. We are laying down the life of
Adil Nazir Khan.
And you have no word for that.
Adil ji, I want to tell you something.
I am not at all worried about Pakistan. I am worried about people like you. I am not worried for Pakistan.
If I am worried about anything, I am worried about the people Jammu Kashmir and people of Jammu and Kashmir.
Adil, can you listen to me? Can you listen to me? Yeah, there is nothing to defend Pakistan for.
You must listen to us also. I'm a Kashmiri.
Simple point I want to ask you. Adil, I'm listening to you and I have a question for you. First of all, can I tell you, I'm sick and tired, okay, of this Kashmir is bleeding line, because the reality is very different. Because the reality is very different. Now listen to me. Adil, don't shout. Adil, I'm not shouting. Adil, you can say anything to me. You can say what you want to me. But the fact is, listen to me. The fact is, Adil, I'll tell you. Acha, now will you be quiet for a minute? Then I can give you a fact. Tell me, Adil, is 58,477 crore sanctioned project under the Prime Minister's package of 53 projects. By the way, GD Bakshi, 32 have been completed already. This money, how much of this money has come from Pakistan, Adil? कभी-कभी तो अपने देश को बोलना चाहिए ना कि भारत हमारे लिए
nothing to do with Pakistan.
आपका भी देश है ना? भारत आपका भी देश है ना? आप भी भारत के नागरिक हैं ना?
I am a Kashmiri and I will remain so always.
Listen to me.
Don't put your words in my mouth. And whatever you are saying is the wrong thing.
2 crore people, 2 crore tourists, 2 crore, don't shout. 2 crore tourists visited, 2 crore, acha, listen to me. Tell me, Magami ji, Mr. Magami, Adil. Yes, my name is Arnab. I am asking you, Mr. Magami, is it true or not? Is it? Arey yaar, why don't you stop shouting? Mr. Magami, is it true or not that 2 crore tourists, 20 million tourists visited Jammu and Kashmir in 2022? Already more than 1 crore have visited this year. Is it true or not that tourism is at an all-time high? True or not? I am asking you, true or not? True or not? Are the mountains and lakes were there earlier also, but why are they coming now?
Yeah, of course it's true. Of course it's true.
Yes, Mr. Magami.
Yeah, of course it's true. But the question is...
What is the question? Okay. The question should be obvious to you. It is because of the return of normalcy. 20 million tourists visit a state only when there is a situation of improvement, law and order, normalcy, okay? You can't benefit and keep crying. You need to understand. You need to understand the reality.
You talk about normalcy. Is this a normalcy?
Yes.
Is this a normalcy?
Yes.
The killing once again reminded that the BJP's normalcy narrative is far from the reality. I believe that the Home Minister of India and the Lieutenant Governor of Jammu and Kashmir are incompetent.
I'm sorry, but
handle the situation. Let me complete first.
Who's incompetent? Who did you call incompetent? Who did you call incompetent? You are talking of the same unit of Rashtriya Rifles that eliminated Buranwani. Be careful about the language you use about them. Rashtriya Rifles is not incompetent. You understand that?
Let me go. I never heard.
You know how many blows they have given to terrorists?
In the anti-terror.
Don't you speak against the Rashtriya Rifles?
BJP.
Don't you speak against? What do you know about Rashtriya Rifles?
I am talking
Have you
about
served?
BJP.
Have you worn the uniform?
BJP. I am talking about BJP, not Rashtriya Rifles. I'm proud.
You people from Congress party?
BJP is not a Rashtriya.
You Congress people?
I am talking about BJP, not Rashtriya Rifles.
Bodies have not reached home and you Congress people have started already.
Talking about Rashtriya Rifle, can you put in a word of appreciation? Can you say Jai Hind?
Definitely. Definitely, we are proud.
No, they won't. They won't.
If you are,
we are proud Indian Army.
Then say that. Say that.
Jal Bakshi also. Colonel Shailendra.
You will not say Jai Hind.
Say it.
Absolutely. You know, Arnab, I would just ask my Kashmiri friends here to have a look across the border, to have a look across the line of control. And you know, if you read Charles Dickens' A Tale of Two Cities, the opening lines will fit like a T. It was the spring of hope. It was the winter of despair. The winter of despair is across the line of control. See what is happening in Gilgit-Baltistan. See how the tortured Shias are coming out in their thousands upon the streets of Gilgit. And they are complaining in Skardu.
May their numbers grow.
And they are wanting to get the hell out of Pakistan. Please take a look and be aware of reality. You need a reality check.
Yes.
We have nothing to do with Pakistan.
You need a serious reality
check.
I
say this, that I will only say one thing at the end, the pictures that we received are heartbreaking, ladies and gentlemen. Heartbreaking. But I know as I end the debate today, all of us in our hearts have the thoughts for India's bravest. When the bravest lay down their lives to protect us, and Farooq Abdullah speaks against them by talking about initiating talks with Pakistan, we cannot trust an alliance that he is a part of. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not about politics. This is about what is right and what is wrong. I shall see you tomorrow at 9 p.m. Thank you for watching. Good night and goodbye.
Amity School of Communication has been ranked among India's top 5 mass comm institutes for the last 3 years by India Today, a testimony to its most high-tech studios, senior professionals as faculty and placements in leading media organizations. To apply, visit amity.edu.
Now, in some unfortunate news that came in last evening, an Indian Army colonel, a major and a deputy superintendent of police sacrificed their lives following a gunfight that broke out between security forces and terrorists in J&K's Anantnag district on Wednesday. Here's a detailed... And in Rajouri, 2 terrorists were gunned down in the encounter in which a braveheart Indian Army Jawan, and a valorous Army Canine Squad dog were martyred. Republic has accessed key inside details of the operation, including Pakistan handling of the terrorists and how more terrorists are waiting at Pak's launch pads and are attempting to enter India's territory.
Tuesday, at around 3 p.m., forces launched Operation Sujaligala in Jammu and Kashmir's Rajouri. Acting on a tip-off as security forces encircled the area, on target was a group of on-the-run terrorists. After identification, 2 terrorists were shot dead by security forces. A braveheart Jawan, rifleman Ravi Kumar, was martyred in the encounter.
Security forces have neutralized 2 Pakistani terrorists who were active in the area for a longer period of time. Jammu and Kashmir police along with the Indian Army have carried out an operation that started yesterday evening, and in the ongoing operation, 1 terrorist was killed yesterday. 1 Jawan of the Indian Army, rifleman Ravi Kumar, attained martyrdom. Kent, the dog of the Indian Army, also made the supreme sacrifice while saving life of Army Jawan, and 2nd terrorist has been neutralized today. With the elimination of 2 terrorists, the total toll of the terrorists that have been killed in last couple of months in the Rajouri and the Poonch and nearby Riyasi district has risen to 24.
And also martyred was an Indian Army Canine Squad dog, Kent. The 6-year-old female Labrador of the 21 Army Dog Unit led a column of soldiers on the trail and lost her life fighting for the country.
Right now we are at the Army's operational base where the animal soldier of the Indian Army, the Army dog Kent, is being paid final tribute. Kent attained martyrdom yesterday during the anti-terror operation in the Narla Bambal area of the Rajouri district, and now the floral tributes will be paid to the animal soldier of the Indian Army.
India salutes the bravehearts who laid down their lives fighting against terror.
Motorola, India's best 5G smartphone brand.
Farooq Abdullah and his dynasty and his family have ruled and governed and misgoverned and misruled Jammu and Kashmir for many, many years. Decades of deprivation, decades of people of Jammu and Kashmir suffering from lack of rights, suffering from lack of economic opportunity, and suffering from the scourge of terrorism. So I think
Ram Jethmalani Memorial Lecture Series had 3 versions of the series. This year will be the 4th year, but it's a very special year this year because this would be Mr. Ram Jethmalani's centenary year. He would have been 100 this September, and the topic has the basic features doctrine: serve the nation well, to see its impact in the service of the nation.
Now, even as the opposition attempts to keep up a united front ahead of 2024, the rift has only been widening between the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress. This as AAP's national convener, Arvind Kejriwal, held a rally in Punjab, and Congress at the same time announced to contest elections alone in Haryana. Here's a detailed report.
While I.N.D.I.A bloc is struggling to formulate strategy for 2024, Congress and AAP are at loggerheads over seat sharing issue. AAP has gone to campaign solo in Punjab ahead of 2024 polls.
Punjab among India alliance is getting widened, and in fact where Congress is claiming to contest all 13 seats, whereas Aam Aadmi Party is also preparing for all 13 seats of Lok Sabha in Punjab. And let's wait and watch what is going to happen in this rally, just because Arvind Kejriwal might announce some big statement and announcements from the stage of this first political rally of Aam Aadmi Party for 2024 Lok Sabha polls.
Kejriwal went on to attack Congress at the same time.
75 साल के बाद भी अब जब हमने काम करना शुरू कर दिया, हम दूसरों को सिखाने इनकी इच्छा ही नहीं है, इनका मन ही नहीं करता। अरे हमने कर दिया, तुम नहीं कर सकते थे।
Congress has now announced it will contest elections alone in Haryana.
जिसका जो होगा यहाँ आम आदमी पार्टी का, तो आदमपुर में लड़ी थी आदमपुर आम आदमी, जमानत भी नहीं बची। सीट का क्लेम करने का भी आधार होना चाहिए। खैर वो बात की बातें हैं, लेकिन शुरुआत अच्छी है। सवाल इस बात का नहीं है उनको परहेज है नहीं, किसको परहेज है। जहाँ तक हरियाणा का सवाल है, कांग्रेस स्वयं में सक्षम है। 10 की 10 सीट कांग्रेस लड़ेगी।
From the Delhi studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Unsurprisingly, the most important decision of the I.N.D.I.A. alliance, most amusingly, is to start targeting the media. They are plagued, you see, by the emergency mindset, led as they are by an emergency party.